Well, hello everybody. It's so long since I've done a video, having just done over a month's worth of daily lives. So here I am. This is a video, but it's a cracker, because here I have in front of me the whole of Elizabeth Craft's latest release. It's by the fabulous designer Esther Glass, and it is called From the Past. It's a massive kit, but it's gorgeous. So let's just start at the beginning, have a quick look through, get my sleeves rolled up, get ready for action. The stamps. This one, fairly obvious what it is. I could do with a sheet of paper or something behind me, couldn't I? Let's see if I can find something. Yeah, here we go. So you can see quite clearly it's the months of the year. Then at the bottom it says fact, today and days. Useful stamp. Then we have this one, which is all the Roman numerals, which I just think is so cool. And then the word number, date, EST dot for established, year, the alphabet, including an exclamation mark and a question mark. And then we have all the numbers. 1 through 7 there, 8, 9 and 0. So that in itself is a very, very useful stamp, I would say. Then we come on to the larger stamp sets. And here we have, it's just, it's all about sort of photography and capturing moments, capturing memories. You can see it there in front of you, and you've got this cool couple here, but better than that, you get a die to cut your couple out with. It's just amazing. Keepsakes, memories. You get this little one here that's really useful for those of you that do photo memory journals, because there's a stamp there that says photo here, which if you leave a blank to put your photo in, people that aren't familiar with it wonder why you've left a blank. So if you just stamp photo here, they know that's where my photo goes. So, yep, that's great. Just all sorts of things. Just for you, made with love. Mugshot, I really like that one. 2 cameras. Oh, snap. Selfie, click, photo. Say cheese. I mean, they're just all perfect, aren't they, really? And when you get your package, when this is in its new packaging, don't just take the stamp out and chuck it away, because this die is on the back of it. So look carefully for your die, and I just store mine together in these plastic sleeves, so it's always there when I need it. Next stamp set is this one, and it also comes with a die. It's so fancy, as Keon would say. And you get this post box, which I believe is a real actual post box in the Netherlands. So you also get your die to cut that one out. This is a personal favourite of mine. I love that one. And then you get all the sort of postal type things. Rush, today's news, stuck on you, post, do not open, confidential, private, happy mail. That's a nice one, isn't it? These little ones, sort of postmark ones. You're the pen to my paper. How cute. And just, posty sort of things. So, colour your post box, cut it out with your die. And once again, I'll just remind you that when you get your package, your die is on the back. So look for that and keep it safe. Then this one. Where does Esther get her ideas from? This is an aviator, a lady aviator. Just look at her. It's glorious. Well, it would help if you could see her. There you go. And once again, you get the die to cut her out. She is fabulous. And look at this from the camera roll. If you use that with the couple one that's got all the photography things on, it's fabulous. I love it. I love it. I do. And just lots of. This is a good one for us who's doing travel at the moment on our ATC swap. GTW, go this way. Then a number, then mighty fine, and then I don't know, it looks like a bank salt code to me, but I'm sure it's not. And then it says travel, so that's a nice one. Tourist moment. How perfect if you do keep photographs. Also perfect for us junk journalists. Bucket list. Yeah. My bucket list is just so long. Yeah, it's unachievable, I think. And lots of really, date and destination sums that up, I think. And this National Airlines here, which is just perfect. So let's pop that back in there. And the die. And then this one is more birthday-ish. Probably for me, I would say the one that would get least used, but there are still ones on here that are really nice. This one here, a little bit of text for concerts and garden parties. I like that. It's your birthday, age to perfection. A lot of birthday type ones. Clayton Brothers Prize Medal Table Waters, that's nothing to do with birthdays. Party, You Rock, I Like You, they're all very usable. And then there's corkscrew, and that comes with its own die to cut it out. It's amazing. Amazing. Look at the amount of stamps you get with this entire kit. Truly masses. So then we come on to the dies. They're all for the Sidekick journal, which, if you give me a sec, I'll get mine out and show you. This is the Sidekick, and they also do Russell, the full-size planner, which goes that way. So the full-size planner is quite large. Really great base for anything that you want to put in it, but the Sidekick is just that little bit smaller, and it's just cute and gorgeous. Look at it, it's lovely. And then inside it's got your rings, and they're quite fat rings, those. You get quite a few pages in here. The pocket on the side, pocket on the back, your pen holder. It's just lovely. And then you get the elastic to hold it closed. So these dies that I'm about to show you are for the Sidekick, the smaller one of the two. Okie dokie. So you've got this one that's kind of like a really large postage stamp or a perforated page. You can tear them off at any point. You can use one, you can use four, or tear them off anywhere. It's useful, I think, that very useful. Then here we've got the 2 arrows. Well, it's 1 arrow and the little chevron piece there, so you can stamp, colour, do what you like in any colour, and then put them onto a base colour. And in the same die, although I couldn't fit them all on the same side, we've got this, which is more sort of postage stamp type shapes. They've all got those sort of perforations around them, and then there are words: top, archive, official, special, and secret. So you can have top secret if you want, which I kind of like. And they all come with their own dies to cut them out, and fabulous. So this one is an actual, really like a postage stamp, a collection of postage stamps, and you get the full page die to cut that out. And each one of these has got a little matte die inside it, should you wish to matte inside each of your postage stamps or any of your postage stamps. There's two. These here are little paper clips, and they're very clever the way they work. Then there's a couple of hearts. That's a little smiley face paper clip, which is quite fun. The mats for the triangles, a little arrow, a larger smiley face paper clip, and a little house paper clip. How cute. A little camera and an arrow. And yeah, that's it. That's that die. Then this one, which I've also had to put on 2 sides. This is really, it's unbelievable. See this here? It's a mobile phone, isn't it? It absolutely is. You know, there's your, I think I've got it upside down, that's it. There's your on-off button. There's your whatever is in the top. I don't know, is it a camera? So I don't know. Which is just perfect. And then you get this, which cuts it out, but solid. And then you get, I'm confusing myself. No, that's it. That cuts it out solid, and then that's your actual mobile phone. And you can put anything you like on there. Your screensaver, your kids, your grandkids, your dog, or in our case where we junk journal, just something, maybe a piece of Timmy ephemera, whatever. And it comes with words, and it says online. We are offline. We are offline. Yeah, off our rockers. Check. What does that say? Standby. Yeah, maybe I'm on standby. Possibly. And the new luxury, because apparently the new luxury is being offline, and I can see that. I absolutely can see that that is the case. So you've got lots of other stamps, etc., etc. And on the back, we've got this post-it, and it says I am, which will go with I am offline. I am online. Whatever you want it to do, but brilliant. Lovely stamps, die set. Now this one is a clever one. Very clever. There's your page for your Sidekick, which you just cut out on your die cut machine. But this here, you fold over and you can encapsulate anything. So you could encapsulate a photograph you've taken, a wedding photograph, for example, or any junk journal page that you want to include in it. Or, even this, any page that you like with any papers. Now, when you fold it over, you've got these that fit into your journal. I think that is a very, very clever die. It enables you to use anything that you want, that you don't really want to cut into and put holes in your journal. It could be a map of where you went for your holidays or where your cruise ship went to. Anything you can think of, you can put in there. Then this is a shorter one, and it's got ticket top and bottom. That could be very useful, not just in the way that it's intended, like that. You could cut that off and you'd have a ticket, and then the world's your oyster, isn't it? You think of all sorts of things. These tab tops here, they're all slightly different. That's a little top to go over a tag or journaling card. And this little tag here, I should call it really, it looks like a shirt pocket to me. I'd be hard pushed not to put a button on that. I really like that. And as I say, there's the page on the back. So really useful and clever set of stamps and dies. And here we have the paper that goes with it. And it's called Key Lime Night. Now, anybody that knows me, has watched me for a little while, will know that my favourite colour in the world is this kind of, key lime night sort of colour. It's kind of citric chartreuse. Yes, I'm going to call it that, citric chartreuse. And I love it. Absolutely love it. But it does also include lots of black and white and some of this more neutral colour. So let's have a good look through this and see what we've got. On the back of the first page of the package page, that page, which you could also use if you want to. You could cut these out and form a page with these or some of these. They would look great. But on the back, you've got all this text, see the world, and it's all about kind of your travelling around, journey, etc. So that's nice. Then this, and I don't know if you can make that out, but around it is that green colour. And it's kind of decadent page, that. And on the back of that, we've got black and white. Ooh, is that playing with your eyes? And it's spotty dotty, which is lovely. If you remember in our Christmas journal, we made some black and white because we couldn't find any. Well, I'd say I couldn't find any. and we made it by using black card and stamping on it with white acrylic. Well, now we've got a pad that's done all that for us. Excuse me. So here's the same sort of page, but in the more neutral, warm colours. And on the back of that, another black and white one. Strings. It's lovely. I used to have fabric very like that. Oh, and this, just look at that. It's just a collage of tickets, etc. Writing on it. That is just right up my street. It's lovely. And on the back of that, more black and white with the little random crosses on it. Lovely. And then here, one of the plainer. It is plainer. It's that lovely warm minky sort of colour, taupey colour. But it has got some distressing on it. It's not just plain, and it's lovely. And then on the back, oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Cut it up, cut bits out. You know, there's bits you could cut out there. Really, oh, lovely. And look at this. We've gone over more from the neutrally taupes into the pinky, vintage lilac-y sort of colour, I'll say. Very nice. I love these collage pages that she does. They're beautiful. And on the back of that, whoa, that does play with your eyes. Black and white checker. Then this one, but in that beautiful key lime night colour. Oh, I love that colour. And on the back of that, script in the black and white. Then here we've got a full page of cut aparts, really, I suppose you'd call them. To me, they are journaling cards. And to most people watching this channel, I would have thought they are journaling cards. Perfect for the job. Really fit in with the whole kit. And on the back of that, we've got that lovely sort of very vintage lilac-y colour. It's gorgeous. Then here we've got a stripe that encapsulates all of the colours. Can't beat a good stripe. I love stripes. And on the back of that, black and white hearts. Here, oh, look at that. That's just gorgeous, isn't it? I love it. Love, love, love that. And then more of that sort of minky verging on the lavender checker page. Then here we've got sort of Mappa Mundi type thing. The globe in my favourite colour. On the back of that, black and white checkers. And here we have a page of kind of ephemera, but it's all on one page. You could easily cut that apart and you'd have loads of ephemera for your projects. And on the back of that, a black and white stripe. It doesn't really get any better than a black and white stripe. And here we've got a more botanic type flavour to this, in part. We've got the pansies, these, some members of the lily family. These here are botanic, this one as well. That one's a birdie. And then we've got some tags. That's a sort of travel tag. And, you know, a day in the life. And on the back of that, we've got those words again, but in black and white. So you can see there's a lot of black and white in here, which would be your obvious sort of port of call first, I would guess. But for me, my first port of call is going to be that sheet, this one here, that's got all the ephemera on it. I love it, but I want to incorporate some of that key lime night type colour to it. So I'm going to be brave, and before I cut it apart, I'm going to spray it with some ink. Please don't wreck the sheet. I guess I'll always have the black stripes on the back if I do wreck it, but I'm going to be brave and do this. So I'm going to put some, should I put my messy? No, I'll put this down. I'm going to make a sort of background so I can't splash too much. I'm not intending it to be overly splashy, but you know me, when I get going, it could end up being splashy. So I'll put this down just to protect. I don't know what I think I'm protecting with this. Just my glass mat that I can wash anyway, but never mind. So let's put that on there. Yeah, that's fine. Look, that's going to do the job. And I have found, I dug deep in my drawer of ink sprays and I found this Tim Holtz Adirondack Colour Wash, and it's called Letters. And I actually think I've got a stamp pad in a similar colour. I couldn't tell you when this was brought out. There's no clue here as to when it was brought out. It says it's Ranger and it's got Tim Holtz's name on it, but it's old and I don't think you can get it anymore. But if you haven't got this, which why would you? I think that Shabby Shutters would work just fine. Same sort of colour family. This spray doesn't work very well and I could go and wash it, but I kind of like the effect I get from it not working well. So I'm just going to spray, and it doesn't look much when you do it like this. Let's move this up away from my jumper. This one down here hasn't hardly got any. Okay, so now it really doesn't look a great deal, but I'm going to add some water to it and it kind of brings it alive. Look at that. It's amazing, isn't it? That's gorgeous. I love that. I really love it. So what I'm going to do now is dry this. So just pop you on pause. Oh, doesn't it look fab? I'll just pop you on pause and I'll dry this and then we'll come back. So there we are. I've virtually dried it. There are parts of it that's still a little bit damp, but good job I've put that down really, isn't it? I want to make it wet again now, so Mr. F's just washed my glass mat for me this morning, so I want to keep it kind of clean. So what I'm going to do now is take some water and my little fan brush. So I'm just going to put some water down on my glass mat, pick it up and sprinkle it over. You probably have your favourite way of splattering. I'm going to go and see if I can find a splatter brush. Well, I didn't find a splatter brush, but I found a bigger. Probably need more water than that. Yeah, because I want some larger drops on it, not just little ones. Little ones are for wimps. So splatter, splatter everywhere you put that ink. And we're just doing this faux bleaching technique, which I adore. Just a word of warning to you, if you're using oxide instead of an ink-based spray, oxide is more opaque, so it will cover over some of your text, and I don't want that. I just want ink because I want to see what it says. So just something to bear in mind. So there we are. There's some really big splotches on here, bigger than I intended, but you know, here's what it is. I'm running out of water again. Right, I'm going to leave it like that, give it a couple of minutes to work its magic. And hopefully you'll start to see that the water pushes the ink outwards. Like here, just pushes it out. So I'm just going to give that a couple of minutes, then I'm going to dry it. Okay, so that's now lovely and dried. So now we can cut them out. Yay! So let's get the trimmer out and get chopping. That's upside down. so that's not much help. So let's start at the left hand side and cut out all these numbers. And I want to leave a little black border around this important sign. So is that where I want it? Yeah, I'd say so. Make sure it's straight because it's been wet, so sometimes paper misbehaves when it's been wet. Yeah, so much so that that doesn't want to cut it, and it's made a mess of that bit of paper. It's obviously not dry enough yet. No, okay, that can happen. Let's just leave that till it's dry. Okay, well, I think this is dry. Let's give it another go. I don't really want to wreck anywhere else, so let's try this one from the top down this time and see where we get to. So I want to leave a little black border around there, a little bit more perhaps. Yeah, there we go. Let's just check it's straight, which it kind of is and kind of isn't. I think that's okay there. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, look at that. It's going to get caught up on that snaggy bit. There we are. And that didn't cut it. I've just put a new blade in here and I think I haven't put the blade in properly. So I need to have another look at that. But there's all that. This is a little snag, but that's okay. We can cut that out around it. So let's just have a look at this blade. Right, I've had the expert come look at it and he says he thinks it's in right, so let's crack on. Right, so I want to leave a bit of black around here. I want to make sure that's straight, which it is. Okay, let's give this a go. Look at that. Perfect. That's perfect. Thanks, Mr. Ev.
You're welcome.
So for this one, I want to cut it up the edge of that black, if I can. Up there. A precision trimmer that is precise. How glorious. Marvellous. I need to come back and just trim that a little bit, but we've got these bits at that go this way down here, so let's trim those out. So I think the thing to do is just take your time. Look at that. I love these. Perfect. And then this one. A little bit further over, I'm going to miss the bottom of that frame. Her hair and that frame are very closely related. That's perfect though. Needs a little bit of tidying up, but not bad. It's got a little bit of black down the side that I could live without, so see if we can get rid of that. And just a little bit of background on the bottom that also needs to go. That is not square in there. Lovely. So we're getting there, we're getting our pieces sorted out. We've got this one, oh that's got a little bit black down the side that needs to go. That one also got a little bit of black down the side. I mean, we may decide to put black ink, mount them on black paper, whatever, but I don't, you know, I want them all to look great before we start. Get a little bit of black on the top of this one. Oh, perfect. They're so perfect. And these ones. Right. So this one I've kind of jiggered up a bit. That's a technical term. This one, however, I can get a black border all the way around. It's just got a little bit of white there that I don't want. Oh, that was not a straight cut. Get your scissors out. Yeah, get your scissors out like I can cut straight. I don't think so. There we are, that's fine. That is perfect, that is perfect. These two are perfect. Okay, so the one that I've got the trouble with is the important one. The one that says important. They're all important. And this, I think I'm going to try and cut really close into the important word. See if I can actually do that. Yeah, that's right along the bottom of that word. That's fine. So as a consequence, I'm going to have to cut off all the black edges. I'm doing this really poorly. But I admit it. I think I need to take that top bit off by hand. So I can't, it's so small I can't hold it in here. There we are, I'll just take that off the top. Okay. So those I'm going to do in exactly the same way, and these, well, I'm going to get rid of this white border down the edge first, if I can. Can I hold it there? Maybe I can, maybe I can't. I think that's okay there. Yeah, that's just taken that little white edge off, and there's a little green bit at the top. Well, it would have been white, but I've made it green. Yeah, that doesn't want to... It's just a tiddly little bit there. So, yeah, I think the thing to do with these now is just cut them up. And we're going to have loads of these to play with. Fabulous. So I'm going to carry on cutting these up and cut these up, and I'll see you back there. So there we are. I've got them all cut out and I've put them on one of the black and white pieces of paper out of the paper pad. Don't they look fabulous? I absolutely love them. I love them so much. So that's that. That's what you can do with one piece of paper. You can create all these gorgeous things. And 9 times out of 10, I guess these would be stuck down onto a page that we're making. If not, if you want to make dangles with them or something like that, I recommend that you back them onto some, in this case, black, because there's a lot of black in this kit. Just back them onto there and cut them out, and you'll have a nice sturdy tag. Okay, so join me next time to see what I do with all this scrumptiousness. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.